Guild Chat. Guild Chat. 1 minute 10. Juste le temps de cliquer sur mes petits réseaux là. Hop, vous cliquez, vous abonnez. C'est beau. C'est beau, vous pouvez soutenir la chaîne comme ça. C'est trop cool. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Est-ce que vous avez pensé tous à rejoindre la guilde? Vous avez pensé tous à rejoindre la guilde ou pas? L'homme aux bouteilles d'eau n'est pas là aujourd'hui, c'est vrai. C'est vrai, je le remplace. Aïe 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 aïe. Putain, ils sont prêts 5 minutes avant. Ils attendent 5 minutes facecam. C'est trop chiant. Imagine comment c'est relou. Début du React. Oh vite, vite. OMG, l'île de Shing. Ah mais c'est la petite vidéo qu'ils nous ont déjà montré. Nous on l'a vu en français du coup. C'est la vidéo qu'on a regardée hier soir en stream d'ailleurs. Ça fait penser à Guild Wars 1 quand même. Hein. Ça fait grave penser à GV1. Pas sûr que je garde les lunettes tout le long. Hein.
Hi Tyria, happy Friday and welcome to Guild Chat. I'm your host Ruby and thank you all for taking some time from your day to spend with us. I am going to be joined by our dev guest Nick. Hey Nick.
Hi Ruby, hello everybody. Thank you so much for having me today. My name is Nick and I am a game designer here at ArenaNet. And I am one of the designers on Shing map.
Ok. Ok, le designer, ok.
Yeah, so the video that you just saw, we debuted earlier this week, and that was your first peek at Shing Island, the first zone that you will encounter in Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons. So Nick and I are going to expand on that today and show you some more of Shing Island. Two quick things before we get started. While we are going to show you several areas of Shing Island, and where you're going to see more than you saw in the video,
ils vont nous montrer des zones.
A lot for you all to discover for yourselves in the game after End of Dragons launches.
Ok.
But if you don't want any spoilers, if you want to come in with completely fresh eyes and you don't want to see anything beforehand, this is your time to maybe kind of dip out. We will miss you, but we will.
Si vous voulez pas être spoil, si vous voulez rien savoir, rien voir, bah restez pas en fait tout simplement. Restez juste pas en fait.
We are on a development client, so End of Dragons is a work in progress. You're going to see some things that aren't quite finished, like temporary text, placeholder icons on things, and some placeholder NPCs, while the rest of the Canthan NPCs get taken care of. So, that said, are we ready to dive in and get started?
I think so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
All right, where are we starting? Because it's beautiful.
It is really beautiful. Which camera
Oh là là.
mine? So we're gonna just do a quick pan around, and be like, oh, look how beautiful this area
It's so gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, like, y'all probably, if you're watching the video that just happened, you saw this, right? You saw parts of
C'est trop beau, putain, what the fuck.
And this part of Phantom Harbor that we're in
C'est trop beau.
the area where you will first pop into the expansion maps after you've finished the first instance.
Ah c'est d'accord, c'est là qu'on apparaît.
Phantom Harbor specifically because we wanted to have an area that was both vibrant and, you know, with a good kicking off point, both culturally and content-wise.
Ok, il y a un panorama là. What the fuck, c'est du spoil ça.
We wanted something that kind of gave people a peaceful, for lack of a better term, or like more easy entrance into the world, where like you're not just like crashing in and then there's like fire and death everywhere. It's like, nah, you come in and it's like, wow, this place looks actually pretty neat.
But if you do want fire and death, later.
Yeah, but Satung Harbor specifically, which we'll see within the content today, is more about kind of exploratory content, a lot of.
Genre c'est trop beau partout et là il y a des toits trouvés genre. Le contraste met bien. Le contraste met grave bien.
I don't see how, but okay, because it's gorgeous.
Stay tuned. And yeah, this is pretty much just like, you know, as I mentioned, where
c'est beau. C'est beau.
What people see first and foremost. Down there though, which is the area that we need to get to. And fun fact, you can't actually jump over these rails.
Ok, tu peux pas.
You can sky scale over it.
You can sky scale or you can spring.
Oh, on a vu la tortue. On a vu la tortue quand il a pris les montures.
You'll see that like this is just kind of the
Il y avait la tortue tout en haut.
Area, and one of the first events, because we're actually going to be looking at some events today. One of the first events that we're going to be looking at is the hide and seek event, which at certain points I will need to pause and type in commands. So
I'm going to do some secret.
Ah, il peut lancer l'event.
Yeah, some secret death hacks.
Yeah. So while you're doing that, this hide and seek event, there is a little kid that she's lost her toys, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. But we're going to help her out, and this is the kind of event that you can expect to see at the very beginning. It's just kind of easing you in. Things are a little more peaceful, not entirely peaceful, as we will show.
Ok, donc le premier event, ce sera là, juste en dessous de là où on apparaîtra, et ce sera un hide and seek, donc un cache-cache.
How do you get around? What's going on here? So we will take a look at that. Is she cooperating with you?
She is. It's a little difficult. There
ok, il vient de lancer l'event. Il a lancé l'event, le dev. Ça va bien.
That I said that not everything was finished, and some things were still a work in progress. We're gonna go over here to this little kid. She's worried about, she's missing her toys. That's not the only thing she's missing, and we are.
Elle mise des. Oh là là, oh la tête qu'elle a. Oh, elle fait peur. Ok, pourquoi j'ai rigolé? Parce qu'elle a dit que elle cherchait des jouets et que c'était pas la seule chose qui lui manquait. Parce qu'elle a pas de bras, genre, je sais pas si vous avez remarqué.
Oh, okay. You're good.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm getting. I apologize. I'm getting some feedback from the team that I'm also trying to process at the same time.
We're doing it live.
But yeah, yeah, we're doing it live. But as Ruby mentioned, you know, this is still a work in progress. So even our NPCs are still under construction. But with this, the hide and seek event, right? What we did was we made an event where players need to find toys that have been kind of strewed about the Satung Harbor, and this is just a fun way for us to be able to get you to kind of run around and explore the area. But the reason that they're gone and kind of missing is because there are a lot of spirits within this part of Shing, and in this particular locale there are a bunch of like playful spirits that we call pale spirits. And with the pale spirits, these ones are, like I said, like very mischievous enemies. So what we need to do, also I'm like trying my hardest not to skill click right now because I don't have my appropriate mouse.
I found a toy.
What happens is when you finally do find toys, you will be challenged by the spirits, and you will need to beat them in the challenge. You don't actually.
C'est ça qu'il faudra trouver apparemment.
Just determining that I am worthy.
Imagine t'es niveau 461 et t'as pas le ramassage automatique. Ah, vous voyez pas, mais il est niveau 461.
Mischievously.
Yeah, mischievously, of course. But with this content, it's mostly just about, like I said, going around exploring. It is a group event. A lot of the events that we're actually going to be showing you today are group events, and so Ruby and I will be skipping through certain parts of the content because we want to make sure that, you know, we show you as much as we can, as well as reflect on the fact that these are group events, so you're not going to see them in the same light as you would when they're.
Ah, tu lui ramènes les jouets, genre. Ok.
I'm just kind of admiring the game board.
Yeah, there are a bunch of different kinds of toys.
Yeah, so the toys that she's asking for, do you want to talk about those a little bit? Because those are interesting.
Yeah, sure. So with these, right, we wanted to make sure that we could culturally give some more depth in Canada as a whole. So we looked to a lot of different Asian cultures.
Eh, franchement, elle fait peur, hein.
To see what we can pull from to kind of help. Also,
No?
The text is very, is very temp. If you couldn't tell by the fact that there's a sad face, if nobody noticed. But there are different kinds of toys, and what we did was we looked at Asian cultures and
Oh, du Gonji et tout. Putain, c'est trop bien.
toys come from them. And we wanted to kind of help reflect those things to help make Kantha feel a bit more unique in that regard, while also giving opportunities for education. So within the content itself and within the world, we try to find opportunities to help solidify the
C'est trop beau.
differences and
Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire d'autre, genre?
culture
C'est trop
that
beau.
is Kantha.
I was just sitting there holding the board while I was listening to you talk, and I feel like she was like, "Ma'am, please."
Ok, et quand tu trouves un objet, du coup, ça fait pop un mob et il faut le max,
I
quoi.
think that's all that we should really show for today when it comes to the Pale Spirits and the hide and seek event.
Yeah.
So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna force complete this.
Okay, let's make it nighttime. This NPC is.
Also,
Force
actually, we should probably do
complete.
the boat event first before we do
Oh
nighttime
yeah,
as well.
let's go to the boat event.
Ça a l'air trop long, on empêche d'être dev d'un jeu,
So
quoi.
I will follow you.
Okay. Where is the boat? So here's the boat.
Yeah, I've gotta. Oops.
And then what's cool about the boating events is that boat is that
Strong wife, y a marqué? C'est quoi, ça veut dire une femme forte?
Boats that will come into and out of the harbor, and once, like right now, what we're doing is we're actually taking it on a joyride because I enjoy moving platforms, and I think it's nice to be like, hey, unless I jump off the boat and then man overboard.
I'm coming with you.
Wait, quick, Ruby, save me.
Want to race?
No, I'm under you. There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna aggressively T-pose drive this boat.
Yeah.
We're gonna come with
within development, we also sometimes backtrack a little bit. So within the boats and fishing, video, you saw that we had like animations, and then unfortunately one of our animations broke. So now whenever we drive boats, people T-pose. It happens. But yeah, basically with this event.
Ok, donc il y a un event sur le bateau. Apparemment, le bateau, celui-là, là, à droite.
Unfortunately, I've been told that is not her permanent name, and I'm a little salty about it, but that's okay.
Yeah,
I like her anyway.
I do try to name my NPCs as comedically as possible to make sure that people
Il va où, là, le bateau?
can see it and they know not to allow that to pass. Sometimes, unfortunately, it's not comedic enough, or I guess.
Pourquoi il pop pas son bateau, je comprends pas.
It's too good, and then it accidentally slips through, and I'm like.
Ou alors même sa monture.
But I don't think this is unfortunately going to be one of those cases. Okay, so what I'm going to actually do, so that way to make sure that we can hit all of our content on time is.
You gonna make her boat go faster?
I'm going to make everything go faster.
Oh yay!
Which is a great way for people to see our god powers.
The god powers are super fun. I'm not gonna lie. Wait,
Ah oui.
no, come back. Okay.
Ah oui, d'accord. Il a accéléré le jeu, genre.
Not okay.
Sympa.
Sorry, strong wife.
There we go. Yeah, so I just sped up the entire server.
Yep.
Basically.
Made time go super fast. Alright, so what is.
C'est incroyable ça. T'as franchement être dev d'un jeu, ça doit être trop lourd. Tu dois trop te taper des barres en vrai. Avec les pouvoirs de.
What she wants is for us to help her out with.
Putain, mais il vient de se TP là.
Alright,
peut
so
tellement
I love
tout
this
faire.
one because, it's an interesting quest on how we do this.
Uh-oh. Oops.
What do you have?
So this is actually a bonus version of the event.
I was like, this is not the crate I was expecting
today. So I'm gonna force complete this. Sorry, everybody.
No, I want this basket of fish. Hold on. Hey, y'all remember what I said about this being a dev environment and some things being slightly weird?
Ok, donc là c'est.
Also, Nick's god powers are so powerful that sometimes they even get away from him.
D'accord, en même temps, il développe des trucs qui se débloquent tout seul dans le jeu. Les événements dynamiques et tout. Donc forcément là, ils ont débloqué un truc qui s'est débloqué tout seul, le truc qu'ils voulaient pas montrer quoi.
I feel like she's just standing there on the boat like.
There we go.
Oula, il a fait apparaître des caisses.
Oh, here we go.
Oops.
Ma'am, your crates.
It's okay. She's gonna go on her journey. It's fine. I won't break anything, I promise. But the parts of the event that we're supposed to see are these two things. So the boat event is about taking the items that she unloads from her boat and delivering them to the right individuals. So it's a standard, you know, collection and delivery event, but with
Ok, il y aura des collections et tout.
what we've been trying to do is find ways to take standard objectives that you're used to, like taking things from point A to point B or killing things, right, fighting bosses, and trying to see where we can add nice flares. So in regards to the boat events, there are two different kinds of crates. There are fragile crates and there are heavy crates. And with fragile crates, you know, you can actually pick one up just as you could normally, but what's cool about these is that you can actually pick up to 3, and each one counts as a thing, right? Like, as if you were going to pick up a thing and turn it in. The trade-off, though, is that the fragile crates cannot be carried with mounts, so you have to walk them, and the more that you're carrying, the slower you go, right? Because the heavier that they are. So Ruby is currently taking those crates, and while she does that, I'm going to actually also show you the other one, which is my personal favorite, and also was a very...
C'est quoi l'autre truc là?
And that is the cargo crates or heavy crates. And the thing about heavy crates is that it's a super duper heavy crate.
Jure!
Hard to move around with as a player. But what's cool about it is that with these ones, you can actually mount up. And the overarching objective is to tow these crates with your
il a fait son meilleur drift là le.
But what we found in development is that there's a little bit of emergent gameplay with different mounts where, you know, like the Springer does something that can help people get to it faster a specific way. Same thing with the Skimmer, same thing with the Sky Scale, things like that. Some are going to be more effective than others, and it might actually surprise you which ones are the most effective comparatively.
So you can do something. Wait, can I just like ride on the cargo crate? Wait a minute.
You cannot, unfortunately. That'd be really cool though.
That'd be great.
Oh là là, le ministère, comme dans Guild Wars. Je veux dire, comme dans Guild Wars.
Actually, I think you are at the wrong NPC for that.
Yeah, I was like, wait, he's not having any of this.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want those.
I didn't order this. This is not my iPhone.
I didn't order these glass things. I ordered rocks, a giant box of rocks. He gave me my box of rocks. Your NPC is actually going to be over here, Ruby.
I have a box of fragile glass.
Yeah.
So yeah, depending on what mount you get it there differently.
Yeah, and as you can see, there are different turn-in NPCs for different objects, so it's not always going to be the same person.
Bon, du coup, ils sont en train de nous montrer l'event là. Ils sont en train de nous montrer l'event. Les 2-3 events qu'il y a au début de la map, quoi.
Something else I was going to mention that you got a little
je vois le truc en bas, là.
Is that with the boat events, sometimes the things that you're going to be delivering will be different and have a different mechanic, which you saw just a tiny little piece of today. But you'll be able to actually experience it when the game finally does ship.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to force complete this event as well, because I have that power.
I'm gonna just
I have that power. Ça me termine comment il joue sur le fait que c'est drôle en fait.
Actually, I'm going to make it nighttime.
I'm gonna get you get dark real fast.
Yeah, because what's really interesting about specific parts of Shing is that there is differences between the daytime and the nighttime. And what happens is, I'm actually going to turn. I'm going to like.
Apparemment, il y a une différence entre le jour et la nuit.
Y'all can actually hear the stream, or like you can hear the gameplay. And I want to make sure that people can actually hear some of the dialogues that we have implemented. So I'm doing that.
Let's go. The sun's setting.
Ok. Donc là, il a mis la nuit. Et il a fait un truc, je sais pas trop quoi, pour pas qu'on entende les dialogues, parce que il veut pas qu'on entende les dialogues.
What I'm trying to see is like, were the dialogues firing? I think they.
Pour qu'on n'entende pas les dialogues en fait. Pour laisser de l'exclu à la release quoi.
Yeah.
Text me when you get there.
There we go. Yeah, I'm actually controlling the time. So, okay. So they said their stuff, and what you're seeing.
Oh, et du coup, il y a des esprits dans la rue. What the fuck?
Individuals within the harbor, more specifically, are actually going into their houses during the nighttime. Like everybody's just getting up and going in.
C'est grave beau en tout cas.
Talking about how they need to hurry, things like that. And the reasons for that is kind of touching on the overarching spirit theme that you saw earlier with the hide and seek. There are friendly spirits that will pop up throughout the area and actually just kind of roam around, and the locals want to give them the space to be able to do that. Like, that's kind of what the overarching culture is here, is like, these spirits exist, we just want to allow them to do the things that they need to do. And what you will see is that...
Oh, il y a une orbe de jade là-bas.
For them,
What the fuck, c'est quoi ça?
a bit more hostile outside of the
Spoil!
the fact that there are some people who are a bit more advantageous when it comes to these spirits. And I'm going to stop talking again so you can actually hear QUIGGANG say the things that she wants to say.
Ok, du coup, t'as des events différents en fonction de si c'est la nuit ou le jour.
And something of note before they start talking again is that you will notice that these two probably look very much alike. As mentioned, things are still under construction.
I do want to call out how gorgeous the models are.
Well,
Yes.
if you're sticking
They look amazing.
around,
Yeah,
help you get rid of
the
these
character
jerks.
team has been doing an
Here,
amazing job.
I'll channel you some ritualist magic.
There she is. Oh, and
Elle a dit ritualiste magique là.
how sweet. Ooh. So do you want to start things off, or should I?
Guess that answers
Someone's
that.
eager tonight. Get these pests out of our way.
Okay, let's do this. Hit them hard. Especially the ones who are out there chaining spirits. They're the worst of them. And ring any bells you see. They'll give you the power to help cleanse the spirits.
All right.
What?
Basically, just to quickly summarize what's happening and what happened.
Donc il y a un event.
We have a new enemy type, or called the Speakers, and for Shing, there's a subfaction of the Speakers that are a bit more hostile and not as kind as you might see in.
Wow, il est stylé le spirit là.
But what we're doing here is that these are like rookie ritualist speakers, and they're trying to do things what we consider to be now the easy way, which is like just taking things by force, which isn't great, right? That's not how people should do things. So our ally QUIGGANG is a master of the new form of ritualism, which is more about, you know, like befriending the spirits and consent.
Ok. Bon, du coup, il y a un nouvel event. Wow, le spirit là, il est trop beau.
Capture these villager spirits, and whenever they do, the villager spirits will turn hostile. And what our job is, alongside QUIGGANG, is to defeat these ritualists, right? Cull them, and also with any villagers that have been taken over, or even the ones that haven't, we want to use a new ritual skill that we've actually been temporarily given by QUIGGANG to cleanse them, right? Right now it's temporarily called Cleansing Resonance, and what's happening here is that you use this temporary skill to kind of set them free, send them on their way, things like that. And yeah, just like,
c'est grave stylé, hein. C'est grave stylé. Bon, l'event en lui-même, c'est pas un truc de fou, mais le lore et tout, c'est vraiment stylé. Le fait que ce soit différent la nuit et le jour. D'après ce qu'il a dit tout à l'heure, en fait, il est pas sur son setup, c'est pour ça qu'il clique les spells. C'est quoi cette orbe rouge autour d'eux là? C'est trop beau? C'est trop beau? Si c'est une nouvelle aura ou un nouveau truc ou quoi, c'est un truc de fou, c'est trop beau.
Speaking of character, oh sorry, well he died, so that was inconvenient.
Elle peut pas mourir, énorme.
I'm trying to find, oh here's a ritual spirit that's up, stop killing them. Because
here.
I want to show off how good they look. Okay, here's one.
I've made this one immortal.
Thank you. That seems unwise in the long term.
Oh,
but
or
also,
not.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? Trust me.
Yes, they all look really cool.
Nick is just an unstoppable force of destruction.
I'm not doing anything. My hands are off. I think it's probably QUIGGANG that's doing a much better job.
I need QUIGGANG to just chill for like 2 seconds. There we go. Look at how good.
They're really cool
So
looking.
uncooperative.
Oh ouais, il est trop beau. Ils sont trop beaux les mobs là. Si on a des beaux mobs comme ça va être fou. Ça va être dingue.
Who have been doing an absolutely amazing job with all of the armies in this expansion.
Ah là 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 là, je sens que le jeu va être si beau sur End of Dragon, ça va être un truc de fou. Ça va être fou.
Yeah, well, why don't we take a look at QUIGGANG? I think is unhappy with me for not helping. We're very much working at cross purposes here. Why don't we go over to the training grounds and take a look there? Does that work?
Yeah, for sure.
The training ground. Énorme. Il y a une zone d'entraînement.
let's see.
No, you're getting the players to the cool stuff quicker.
To the cool stuff quicker, yeah.
I'm gonna 100%.
Because I'm a cheater.
Alright, so
Hey,
we're
I
gonna
too
wait for...
am cheating my way over to you.
Yeah. Did you...
Putain, on l'a vu le truc vert au fond là.
So,
Ils ont skip, ils ont esquivé là pour pas nous dire. Putain. C'est trop beau.
Usually we have a lot of new and returning players. What we wanted to do is give a space where people could refamiliarize themselves with our different combat mechanics, content types, and things like that in a
Ok, ouais, d'accord.
safe and accessible
Bah, ils sont en train de dire qu'ils ont fait ces petites zones d'entraînement où t'apprends à dodge, t'apprends à cibler les trucs et tout pour tous les gens qui vont revenir sur le jeu et qui vont commencer le jeu même avec End of Dragon.
People in chat will be like yes or no.
Yeah, that is asking me to remember really far back.
Right, but with
Du coup, c'est un peu une zone friendly, quoi.
Is, as I mentioned, tailored for those things.
Contre, c'était quoi le truc bleu là qu'on a vu?
There's a focus in specific areas for specific things. So with this one, with this guy, it's all about dodging and blocking. And this is actually also a renown heart.
Yeah.
And which also.
Ouais, c'est pour apprendre à se déplacer
I don't know
quoi.
if anybody noticed that the top right is missing right now. That's to make sure that we are not spoiling things that we wouldn't be showing today.
C'est cool ça, ouais.
As we're walking through this, like this is.
Il y a des gens qui devraient. Il y a beaucoup de monde qui devrait. Ça va aider des gens ça. Ça aidera les gens ça. C'est quoi ce truc bleu là? C'est quoi ça? Non mais par contre l'aura verte là on en parle ou pas? Mais what the fuck? Un training mech? Un robot d'entraînement? Mais wesh. Ah, c'est trop là.
Combo fields and getting solid combo field work out. So like as an example, the way you'll get credit for this one is by dropping combo fields and then blasting them and things like that.
Ah, stylé.
And there's a few other areas as well here, like that one over on the top right hand corner that I'm not going to be showing today, that are also dedicated towards showing people how to
stylé. Par contre l'aura verte là. L'aura verte là. On va foutre les trois lunettes, c'est vrai. La map est trop belle. Oh là 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 là, les grandes portes là. Jumping puzzle, ouais. En fait, il nous montre, ouais, il nous montre tout le. Okay.
Kind of easily go through the content. Also, please don't judge.
Like you made this, you're so good at it. You busted through it like 5 times yesterday.
What I mean is like, please don't comment on how fast I'm going. If I am going fast to you, I make a lot of puzzles, so I'm pretty used to them. But with this puzzle, right, like hopefully it's simple.
Ah c'est tout? Ah ouais, il est vraiment facile. Il y a une lanterne de jade, on l'a vu. Il s'est tourné. Il s'est tourné exprès. Non, c'est trop, c'est trop. On l'a vu, montre-nous. Dis-nous, parle-nous-en. Ah là là, vas-y, saute. C'est toujours pareil, genre. Vas-y. Ah, tu fais la course contre le PJ?
I don't think I'm going to get this again because I got it yesterday while we were working on this. But this first one, you jump and it will tell you, like, hit your spacebar to glide.
Yeah.
But what if you don't have Heart of Thorns and you haven't unlocked gliding?
So, with End of Dragons, actually, we've made the decision to unlock gliding for anybody who owns End of Dragons from the moment that you enter into the maps.
What?
So you're gonna have gliding no matter what.
Yay!
If you own End of Dragons, you got gliding first tier.
Ah, c'est trop bien ça. Avec End of Dragons, ils ont décidé de débloquer le deltaplane pour tout le monde. Donc il n'y a plus besoin de faire la première mission de Heart of Thorn et de débloquer ce fameux point d'apprentissage de deltaplane. Il n'y aura plus besoin, apparemment. Du coup, je sais pas, il servira plus à rien ce point-là.
So with End of Dragons, we kind of wanted to try to remove that limitation and hit on the areas that we feel we're the strongest in, which is mostly joy of movement, and gliding is a strong indicator and mechanic / tool with that. So yeah, just long story short, anybody who doesn't have gliding, the second you enter End of Dragons, you will have gliding.
Yeah, and that eliminates that question of we have to design around what if people don't have it, because now you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
That's the jumping puzzle.
And you've made it to the top like 7 times. I'm looking at like 3 things. I've walked off the edge of this like 3 different times.
Il est stylé le puzzle jump, il est pas dur et tout. Là, c'est quoi l'orbe de Jade là, la lanterne de Jade?
Awesome.
I'm so proud of myself.
Putain. Ils ne disent pas, ils ne disent pas, ils ne disent pas, ils ne disent pas. On veut savoir.
There's more stuff to teach.
There is. So we also thought there'd be potential for people to actually be able to exist in a interact in a combat scenario. So there's actually this area right here that is a training arena or a practice fight arena where there are 2 teams, right? There is the ally team and then the enemy team. And what we do here is basically we just fight people, but we fight.
C'est quoi le cœur qu'il a dans la
safe space?
Dans la barre de spell là, on sait pas. Peut-être que c'est parce qu'il est en train de faire... Il est dans une zone de cœur. Ce serait intéressant qu'il y ait enfin ça dans le jeu. Qu'on sache quand est-ce qu'on est dans le cœur et quand est-ce qu'on n'y est pas.
Like you just get pulled out of the combat zone, you get pulled out of the arena, and that was made so that way like anybody who is here can just, you know, rally, right? Let's pick ourselves back up and then go back into the fight without needing to worry about rallying or getting full down and having to waypoint and run back. And this event is on a rotation constantly, so whenever it succeeds, we'll move on to the next thing, have a cooldown, repeat, etc., etc., etc. But with this, we wanted to create a space that allowed for players to just kind of match their skills and things like that.
Ouais, c'est pour tester des trucs quoi. C'est une map, c'est un petit endroit où tu peux te taper à l'infini quoi. Tu peux te taper à l'infini. C'est cool. Pour tester des trucs et tout, c'est cool. Oui, dès que tu sors de la map, ils peuvent plus te toucher les mobs. C'est cool, c'est cool. C'est sympa, pour les nouveaux joueurs, c'est cool.
Yeah, so when you're done, okay, I've practiced now. If you can just leave.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to do this anymore. Let's move on. I'm bored of this. Yeah. And there is one more thing within the training grounds that we actually want to show today, and that is
La tortue?
Gadget Interactions.
La tortue? Non?
For a lot of events, because as you know, we enter events. It's not just press.
L'achat de lanterne, c'est quoi? Putain. Ils vont pas nous en parler aujourd'hui, c'est sûr.
Interactions, and what's really interesting about Ender Dragons is that for some content, what we're trying to do is put more of an emphasis on like micro and mini game abilities. So what's happening here is that in this part, we're actually painting, and we have like a mini little puzzle game where it's, you know, choose the right icon out of these, which is the correct brush stroke. And for each one that you get right, it will increase your renown. And I think with this one, there's actually also a timed element, so the faster you do it, the better you'll be. But with this expansion, you know, as I mentioned, we're trying to take each of the different elements that people usually interact with and find a way to diversify them a little bit. I mean, they've already been diverse, but like, you know, just help continue pushing that envelope. So this area is designed to kind of help educate that mini game. Educate the fact that you have to interact with things to help.
Oui, c'est aussi une c'est aussi une petite zone de training pour les petits mini-games du jeu quoi. C'est intéressant, c'est intéressant.
Can we take a moment to appreciate Apprentice Ari over here? Because she's fantastic. Is it true you're part dragon and you can kill me by just looking at me? It's like, I'm not sure who you've been talking to. I need to know, like, where did you... And I'm just gonna go. But I love her. She's great. She's just sitting there because she seems perfectly calm. She's like, so you can kill me by looking.
Les vases, ils ont une sale gueule, hein. Franchement, pour un 2021, ils ont troll un peu là. C'est une sale gueule les vases. Par contre, le décor est incroyable. Le décor est fou, c'est un truc de malade.
Yeah, and also shout out to Indigo and Aaron, who are nerd designers for this map, who have done like an absolutely amazing job, both like within the world narrative and dialogues and things like that.
Bah écoute, sympa.
It is so good. They have done amazing work, and I love seeing their work throughout the game. Just that's something to keep an eye on as you're.
Montre-nous la map. Ouvre la map. Pitié, ouvre la map, genre. Putain. Moi je veux qu'ils ouvrent la map.
So what we're actually going to do is, Ruby, if you can meet me over by the Mount Taxi.
I'm sorry.
Quoi?
What?
The
I
Mount,
act like I'm surprised by this.
right? It's like,
Ah, le taxi.
We didn't rehearse this or anything. With this, with Xingje specifically, what it is introduced
Ah, c'est magnifique.
a
On...
new kind of transportation, which I think we're coining Mount Taxi, at least internally. We don't know if it's going to
Ah,
be
d'accord.
the same, but
Attends, quoi?
well, you and I should actually go to Eastern Wilds. And what's cool about this is that for those who don't have mounts or don't want to use their mounts, right?
Les trajets automatiques.
What we've done was we've created
Les trajets automatiques, je l'avais pas vu venir celle-là.
right within Xingje, where you have the ability to just ask, hey, can you take me to this part of the map? And they'll be like, yep. And you can actually.
Oh, je l'avais pas vu celle-là. Je l'avais pas vu venir.
Just go. And there are different speeds as well, because it's like, let's just say that you don't want to just go from point A to point B. Like what you can do is you can actually stop it if you want to stop and kind of take a look around. You can have it walk if you want to be able to do that, but still continue moving forward, right? You have the ability to jog if you want more of an intermediary, and then if you're just like gotta go fast, you can like hit the run
if you just
button.
want to get there.
Yeah, you're just like also, as we're doing this, shout out to
beau.
Tracy West.
Elle est tellement belle la map.
She's the one who has been doing all of the work for the Xingje map. She's the environment artist for Xingje. And as we're running, I'm literally just going to be panning the camera around as best I can because
I'm back here at a slow jog, just like I just want to see.
just want to stop and watch. Yeah. What I'm trying to do is like get it going, like go, get to the spot.
C'est magnifique.
But while also showing like, hey,
C'est trop beau.
like wow, we're currently in Zendaijun. Look how absolutely beautiful this area is. Look at that. Look at all these things, and it will take you from point A to point B throughout the different routes. So it's not just gonna like find the most direct route. It is going to take safer and possibly more scenic routes as well, just to make sure that we have that balance of getting you to your destination and also being
Oh, c'est stylé.
to showcase specific areas, run it through possible content locales and things like that. And there's a fifth skill that it also has that I didn't actually want to. I'm not actually gonna hit on until I get to the spot. But what's interesting about this one is it's called Grab Reins. So
Ah, tu peux prendre le contrôle de la monture.
Primarily in season 4, and I think
C'est
parts of
incroyable.
season 5, the Iceberg Saga. What you have the ability to
Tourne
do.
la cam.
Which is a little different. That's why we're calling it the Mount Taxis. But with
Yeah,
Grab
genre.
Reins, you can actually grab a mount that allows you to just kind of ride it.
Oui,
wherever.
oui, sur End of the... On sait que sur Pass of Fire, tu peux prendre des montures à des marchands comme ça.
Do that. So like what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna hit to training grounds, and then we're gonna have it run. But I'm gonna quickly grab the reins, and what that will do is that actually allows me to.
Ouais, tu
drive
prends le
around
contrôle,
renting
ouais.
mounts. So for those, as I mentioned, who don't have mounts, they have the ability to take the reins, take control, and drive it around. It does still follow standard rules for rentable mounts, where if you jump off of it, like you're stuck wherever you are, right? Gotta run back. But we wanted to make sure that it had a lot of flexibility in those decisions.
All right, I have arrived. I was taking the scenic route.
Bah, tu sais, c'est pas grand chose, hein. C'est juste
I recommend
Xingje.
once you've got your mount
C'est
taxi,
juste la zone de départ. Hein.
at least once just to look around.
Et c'est une zone débutant, donc bon.
So now that we've actually done some training, I think that it would be beneficial for us to
Je suis pas sûr que ce soit une zone 80.
put to practice. Yeah. So where we currently are is what we call the Eastern Wilds. This is actually going to be the location where.
Par contre, il y a des lanternes de jade partout et on sait pas à quoi ça sert.
So once you've unlocked fishing, you will actually have the ability to
Un petit rudder, ouais.
practice with it within parts of Xingje as well.
Hey, real quick, are you still mortal?
No, I am not still
There it is.
immortal, so thank you.
You're welcome. I was like,
C'est
oh,
une
he's
grosse
gonna
ville.
die.
Ah, peut-être, ouais.
I ungodded
C'est
myself.
peut-être juste une ville, ouais, bien vu.
Alright, so I'm going to quickly do is ESW.
Can't do this and be mortal. That's unacceptable.
Alright, and what happens here also is that sometimes not nice people come. And what kind of
What?
not nice people, you ask?
What? C'est un
Well,
portail là avec un
Not
bateau.
people.
ones that aren't actually people. So I'll let him speak for himself. Themself? Itself.
Yeah, I don't. If they're not the Tide Priest.
Let's see where you at.
I can hear them yelling.
Oh, you'll be here.
There's a lot of anger coming from there's something in the water. Hey.
Yeah, and surprise Naga. Always love some surprise Naga.
I do not.
I don't. But, you know, so in our map, we have a non-small amount of content that is utilizing one of the new armies, which is the Naga.
Bon, pour le coup, les mobs sont 80, donc...
A bunch of new skill sets and things along those lines, thanks to our wonderful encounters team. And what you will also see here, this large lat over here, the Naga have also incorporated, oh no.
They've incorporated forced map transfers.
Basically.
Hey, could you do me a huge favor? And I need some more surprise Naga, please.
Basically. All right, let's Naga up, as they say. But as what you all probably saw, nobody's ever said that before in the history of Guild Wars 2. What you saw here is that we actually have the new enemy type, and we have Kappa, which are a brand new model as well, which, as we're fighting the Naga, I'm going to try to zoom in.
C'est stylé, bon, il y a des petits events partout sur la carte, quoi. Putain, il nous parle de la map, il nous parle de tout, mais il parle pas des trucs qu'on veut savoir, genre, putain. Ah, c'est bien, en même temps, il garde le suspense tout en nous lâchant des infos et tout, mais bon. Par contre, aura bleu, hein. Aura bleu ce mob, aura vert tout à l'heure et aura rouge sur le mob de tout à l'heure. Il y a des nouvelles auras, c'est 100% maintenant, c'est sûr. Là c'est évident, genre. Ah, le mob par contre est trop beau. C'est un nouveau mob, des kappas apparemment. Mais c'était déjà sur Guild Wars 1 je crois, les kappas. Ça me rappelle quelque chose.
So, if we actually, like, what will happen is a X will pop over the head of one of them once they steal anything if we stop being so good at this
I'm
game.
sorry.
Aha, over there is one. I mean, like, granted, if we weren't in God mode right now, we would very much die.
Oh, totally. But since I am in God mode, I am enjoying my catalyst a lot.
Yeah. And so what you
On va manger du poisson,
event,
ouais, y'a moyen.
Murder them.
Bah c'est très... End of Dragon, ça se veut très asiatique dans la culture. Et c'est très dans la culture asiatique, le poisson et tout, donc...
No, I am also...
Là, depuis tout à l'heure, il disait qu'ils ont essayé de garder vraiment le lore très... Ils ont pas dit asiatique, mais je sais pas pourquoi ils ont pas dit asiatique. Dans le style, tu vois.
Like the Kappa, especially from this army, is that they serve a slightly different purpose than the Naga, right? Whereas the Naga are more about just like what seems like high intensity damage. The Kappa are more about CC. So the Kappa will like knock you.
Oh la tempête! What the fuck, la petite tempête de... Putain, incroyable. On va se prendre des nouveaux spells dans la tronche et tout, ça va être trop bien. Enfin, ça va être trop bien. Il va y avoir tellement de nouveaux contenus, en fait, c'est ça que j'aime bien, moi. Ils sont beaux en plus, ils sont beaux, les mobs. Bon, par contre, les mobs font pas de dégâts en fait.
Oh, that's right, because we're on a new map, so that went away.
Oh no, that's why.
Yeah.
And that was the Naga priest strategy the whole time.
Basically, kick us off our old map and then
hunt us to a new
bring
map.
us to the new one.
Are you okay? Are you good?
Yes, I'm making myself immortal.
On va crafter du sushi.
The fun parts of doing it live. Alright, and what I'm trying to do here is actually just like allow us to visually showcase some of the new Naga models. So like...
Sorry, I'll stop hitting them with a hammer.
No, you're okay.
Oh là là, les Venom, ceux-là ils sont beaux. Ils sont grave beaux, genre.
People will screenshot it and be like, wow, look at that stuff. Look how absolutely gorgeous they are.
Oh, that's just a hermit crab. We don't care.
Yeah, and so actually what I'm going to do now is, you know, that's the overarching gist of this event. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to force succeed it. Because we have one more event.
Ils sont beaux ceux-là, putain.
And what that's going to be is...
Ok, il y a encore un truc.
Next spot in this chain actually, so let me...
Ils ont encore un truc à nous montrer, encore un autre endroit de l'île à nous montrer, genre. Another spot.
Oh, please feel free to.
Oh, there they go. Thanks, man.
Yeah, so...
Oh, now the NPCs are so great.
So I know that like if I do this, players in chat are probably going to be like, clean out your bounty chests.
Yeah, you have to, oh yeah.
Attends, quoi? Vrit écrit de Shinja. Et l'autre, c'est Fallen Brand.
I can't clean out these two though.
Putain, je suis un vrai sniper. Hein. Moi, tout ce que je connais pas, Imperial Favors. Ok, on va avoir des nouvelles monnaies. Trop bien.
All right, so what's next in this chain?
So the next thing is actually there's a quick cooldown, which actually let me see how much time we have left on that. That we can't.
Ah, il doit y avoir un meta event.
Okay, so we got like about a minute to just kind of exist in this space.
I'm trying to take this wagon. This is my wagon now.
I'm also trying to think. I'm like, is there anything that we missed so far?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
C'est beau. Genre, je sais pas comment expliquer, mais genre, c'est léché. Tous les traits des bâtiments et tout est léché, genre.
There's fishing stuff here, yeah. Which I guess we can take some time to fish real quick if you want. Just toss some stuff into the water while we wait for the NPC to surprise.
I'm watching. There's like half tourist and half. One of them nearly sucked my soul straight out of my nose, is what he says about spirits. So thank you again, Indigo and Aaron, because this my nose. He's like, seriously, I'll spread the word about your nose. These guys are great. I love them.
En fait, ce qui est bien, c'est qu'ils nous montrent des trucs qu'on verra jamais nous quand on va jouer.
I don't have any commands to.
So we just have to wait. We can go fishing too.
Yeah. Let's see.
Nabi. Oh, that's right, Nabi-san. I'm not sure where that
NPC
NPC
is.
There
They are.
Yeah, I was like, their dialogue is great.
Nabi-san just showed up, and that is the exact NPC that we were looking for.
Hello.
So what we're gonna do is
You're wonderful.
We're gonna talk to them. Oh, hey, thank you. Thank you for the reminder.
Your chat window is big.
Yeah, I always like expand it as much as I need to because I have terrible eyes, though I will never wear glasses. So I always have to extend it as much as I can. But
ok, donc c'est une escorte. C'est une escorte ce deuxième succès là. Deuxième event.
Is to work with Nabi-san, who is a local from this village, and go attack the Naga. And one of the reasons that we chose this chain specifically to look at is because I think it highlights something really interesting, which is like, you know,
tout est trop beau en fait.
Of one of our new armies, as well as
qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ouais, il y a des zones partout là.
Right, and things along those lines. And we also wanted to show one of our like more overarchingly staple pieces of content, right? Because a lot of things that we've shown today have been take things from point A to point B, the ways that we have kind of like touching on cultural aspects and things along those lines. But I know that like there are players that just want some, like, it's like, where's the punch stuff, right? Where's the cool punch stuff?
I'm just here to hit things.
Yeah, we want to be able to showcase some of those as well. And
c'est vrai que moi j'attends les vraies infos quoi.
Is the design owner for these two events. I think that he
j'attends les vraies infos quoi. Il y a encore une jet de lanterne là. C'est quoi?
Yeah, we need to take Nabi-san to point A, point B. And actually, I'm going to enter Super God mode, and I'm just going to murder absolutely everyone.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm coming with you now because you are a cloud of death.
I am a cloud of death, so everything's going to die now.
Ah ouais, il tue tout le monde comme ça.
Stop hurting my friends. Are you done hurting my friends? Thank you.
Jure. Il a des spells de cheater. Enfin, de dev quoi.
There is some punching, but if you want the big fights, those also exist.
Yeah, so now we're going to be challenging the Tide Priest.
Also, I have to call out admiration for Nabi-san's like ocean-based insults. Thieving sea weasel is my favorite new insult.
Oh, c'est stylé.
I will find a way to work that into conversation.
Mais attends, quoi? Il est invincible.
No, I feel like there's a lot. No. There's a lot.
Oh, there we go.
Here. Yeah.
So
with this event specifically, or with this part of the event specifically, what's happening is that the Naga Tide Priest is channeling their power to be able to make themselves invulnerable and also
c'est grave stylé.
Cast spells. So what we need to do is show them that they're being ineffectual, or at least try our best to show them that we're.
I used up all my dodge juice. I'm kind of out right now.
I promise you that we're good at this game. But what you need to do is the way that you break them out of it with the current objective for this event is you actually need to dodge the stuff more effectually.
Alors attends, tu dois dodge la vague?
I switched to staff and I was like, staff 4, go. Just like hurl myself back. Oh, there I went. That was involuntary. Are you stuck?
No.
Okay.
I'm just like, I feel like I was doing so much better last time, and now I'm just constantly getting hit by the water.
Okay, so actually, this is a question. Can I use like my weapon skills to dodge other? Oh, I cannot. Okay, never mind. Answer my own question.
Yeah, so these ones are actually built very much around. I think
That's
that they
rude.
utilize our wind tech as well as like our.
Ah, mais non, mais je suis con. C'est juste une capture de zone en fait.
Very like realistic feeling of what it feels like to get hit by a wave.
Non mais je suis con, c'est juste une capture de zone. Ils sont juste nuls. Bah là, ils ont fail quoi. Mais non, je suis con en fait, faut juste capturer la zone, faut rester dedans en fait. C'est pour ça qu'ils disent qu'il faut dodge. Donc là, il y a la capture, j'imagine.
Do not show my dodge fail shame.
Yeah, I need to actually check some of the UI stuff real
Okay.
quick to see how far along we are.
More
which actually we're
more
pretty far.
admiration for Nabi-san's insults. I love you have to do more than smell like low tide to make us retreat. Like literally, you stink. It's
Alright.
fantastic.
So what we're actually doing now is what I'm doing right now is
Elle a plus de dodge.
speed things up just a tiny bit so we can get to the next phase.
Oh, good. I get hurled into
Yeah.
the water even faster.
Yeah, basically. But as a reminder, these are all group
hammer back.
events. So what you're seeing right now is like a single player or two players are not going to be able to wholly effectively do.
Ouais, c'est un event de groupe en
Bring
fait.
more than one friend.
Yeah,
C'est un
which
event de
that
groupe,
is
à 1,
not
2 ou 3,
necessarily
tu peux pas le
all
faire
three
quoi.
events within the map or group events. We have
Il faut capturer la zone en restant dedans et en même temps faut tuer les mobs. Donc il faut beaucoup de personnes.
events, both like group
Ouais, c'est un
and
event de
non-group,
groupe quoi.
right? Group and solo, different content styles as well, like different event types, different enemy types, things like that. We've tried to diversify it as much as possible. So what's going to happen now is once we've succeeded in that, Type Priest gets frustrated.
Ok, puis quand t'as capturé, après le mob il vient.
Or I guess ING.
Ensuite il vient sur
There's a bucket in this room.
Yeah, and as you
Bien
can see,
sur
like,
la-
this Tide Priest,
sur la berge.
takes all of the Naga kit and just
Oh là là, c'est quoi les traits verts là?
there's a lot of hurt.
What the fuck?
Previously mentioned. Actually, I think there's also some newer stuff too with
Bring more
these
than two
weird little
friends.
beams. So there's a lot of swarming, a lot of fighting, a lot of skills flying everywhere, and a lot of strong pattern skill sets coming from these.
J'avoue, ça pète dans tous les sens là.
A lot of water effects too.
I'm
Also
hanging on to
shocking
that
testing.
last one.
Oh la fontaine d'eau là.
HP so hard.
C'est bien parce qu'ils se sont mis en invulnérable pour pouvoir nous montrer les animations en fait.
I love it.
And also, like as previously mentioned, there are different. You know, like we've tried to push break bars a lot.
Chaud, bah ça a l'air d'être un bête d'event mais de groupe en fait. Ça a l'air d'être un gros event de groupe ça, quand même.
And also, as you can see, they will do their job by like stunning the
Yeah.
enemy. So what I'm going to do right now is go into God mode one more time.
God
I'm
mode.
trying so hard to get my hammer back. I'm like
Il va le
stuck.
frag.
That.
Please
And
let
you know, like what's really cool about this encounter specifically as well is that with the Naga Tide Priest, right, when you break focus, when you break his break bar, a lot of its spells just go away, right?
It gets much better.
But as you can see, we're being swarmed by Naga.
Qu'est-ce qu'il
with,
fait le
like,
spell
Tide
3?
Priest, and, it would
Oh là là,
be
il met des 30K!
as two players to be able to complete an event.
Regarde, il met des 30K, regarde la vie du mob. What the fuck?
Can beat anything.
I just looked over. I was like, don't you have like the God kill? Please.
I'm using it right now. I'm using it very slowly. I am what we call pillowing it down, which
Okay,
is basically like
gotcha.
1%ing it for every single click, and just clicking in a bunch.
Is it clicking so
You're
much?
gonna like hear my clicking skills. Click, and goodbye.
See ya.
Yeah, and then of course, because the UI isn't here, but it's like, you did the thing, congratulations. Also, actually, this is a Naga town area with some of the other new
Stylé,
concepts.
stylé la petite zone naga là derrière.
I was like, they weren't just like, oh well, I guess we'll go home or
No,
Priest
they
is
were like,
dead.
leave us alone. This is our home. All right,
the
and so that was the Naga, what we call Naga Raiders and Naga Boss events, and that's pretty much everything for the event content that we're going to be showing today.
Yeah, we're not going to spoil too much more, but that kind of gives you a look at the beginning of Shing and
We are not gonna
what the world
spoil
looks like, what's going on
more.
in the early areas, some of the things that will be unlocked for you, and some of the things that we're going to teach you.
Yeah.
On va avoir un leak là, c'est sûr, un leak de spé là.
Is there also
Allez.
did we talk about the mount stuff? mount
We
stuff?
have not. Why don't
Oh,
you
we did
tell
not.
tell one more secret, Nick?
So one more secret. Okay, so I think it was supposed to be during the Mount Taxi segment, so I do apologize.
I think we got excited.
Yeah,
and forgot.
there was a lot of pretty stuff to look at. I blame Tracy. But with the Mount Taxi, right, as we mentioned, that there are, for people who don't have mounts, we have the Mount Taxi, but in other parts of the expansion, you will also get the chance to unlock the Raptor and the Springer without needing Path of Fire. So as you're progressing through the content in other parts of the expansion, you'll have the opportunity to play content that allows you to unlock those two mounts as well. So
tu pourras unlock. Tu
Tu
pourras unlock les montures de POF dans End of Dragon. C'est stylé ça. Ça donne plusieurs endroits où tu peux unlock les maps, les montures.
I agree. That's going to be super helpful for newer players or players who don't have those mounts and the gliders unlocked yet. So hopefully that will kind of help speed you on your way through Shing when you get to End of Dragons. So that's our show for today. We have so much more to tell you about End of Dragons through the rest of 2021. So make sure to follow our channel so you don't miss anything.
Ils vont nous dire qu'un truc.
Pre-purchase for End of Dragons is also available now. That gets you some cool pre-purchase bonuses that you can use in the live game now, including the Shing Mosaic Cape, the Flame Serpent weapon chest, and the Prodigy of Shing title. Yeah, the cape is really gorgeous. I like that. The deluxe and ultimate editions of End of Dragons also comes with the cool Shing Dragon Boat skiff skin that I was using earlier. Right now in game, if you are looking for something to do now, our Halloween event is live now, Shadow of the Mad King. If you've played in previous years, there is a long list of improvements and updates, including some new boss encounters for Halloween. So hop in and check it out. Check out the update notes.
Là, il nous parle d'Halloween, qui est
chat
actuellement
so
up.
a quick rundown of everything that's new. And there's also a game-wide bonus event going on until next Tuesday the 12th to celebrate Halloween, our Halloween bonus badge.
Oui, le buff d'XP permanent là qu'on a sur nous actuellement.
In all areas of the game until next Tuesday. We are working super hard to get ready for the next thing, which is the October 26th Elite Specialization Beta event.
Ah, le 26 octobre.
I'll leave you with one little sneak peek for that.
Voilà, une image.
Sorry, Mark.
Oh,
Bah, c'était le rôdeur.
Nick was like, no.
Yeah, no.
C'était le rôdeur au marteau.
I tried.
But the thing that
Le rôdeur marteau.
that I apologize. But you.
On l'a
on
vu.
Halloween, and something that I wanted to also note is that shout out to Indigo, who did the narrative and all the dialogue and writing for the Halloween event as well. So if you see that stuff, right, and you see like, oh wow, what a great job, because Indigo did a fantastic job with the Halloween stuff.
She did.
You know, just kind of, I think that can help you contextualize like what it'll be like and put together like, oh wow, that she did both this and that. I just wanted to give another shout out to Indigo because she's great.
She is fantastic. Yeah, definitely head into the Labyrinth and see what's new. If you haven't experienced Shadow of the Mad King, if you're a new player since last year, first of all, welcome. Second of all, enjoy the festival. Make sure you hop in and check it out. Read through the update notes and see all of the stuff that's new. And can we show that?
I guess we can show it now.
All right, let's take a look.
Aïe 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 aïe, c'est le ranger. C'est le rôdeur.
Class that could be crazy.
Le rôdeur marteau.
See you guys next time. Thanks for spending time with us.
Thank you for joining us.
Aïe 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 aïe. Le rôdeur marteau, les amis, oui. Bon bah c'est fini, voilà. C'est fini. Bon, l'île elle a l'air incroyable, hein. Elle a l'air trop belle. Hein. L'île elle est ouf. L'île elle est ouf.